Before you guys go ahead and start eating everything in your path, let's get you guys well informed so you can make a smart financial decision. So what up everybody, my name is Mike Fury and welcome to the channel. I make videos to inform and entertain, so please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. And today we are talking about ManEater. So this is the preview and these are 10 facts before you buy. Fact number 1. This is a underwater sandbox open world, and said open world is divided into 7 different territories. Each and every territory will be rich with its own wildlife, its own enemies, and its own environments. For example, you will see different types of waters like swamps, clear water that happens to be close to a city, or contaminated water that just happens to be a little different type of hue of green. But the best part is that every time you switch territory, there will be new challenges, new enemy types, and a glob of new collectibles for you to go ahead and find, and it's just gonna keep that loop being strong as ever throughout this whole entire experience. We still don't know the length of it yet, but I'm expecting at least a 10 to 15 hour experience. Fact number 2. Exploration is going to be phenomenal. Reason being is because of course the game is going to reward you for your gameplay and the fact that you're going to eat everything alive, but it's also going to reward you in different ways for your exploration. For example, each and every territory has a certain amount of secret locations for you to find. It also has secret nutrients, well not secret, but they have nutrients for you to find and make your shark stronger, and therefore allowing you to level up and mutate further on so you could get to those other locations. Fact number 3. Not only are you going to be able to go ahead and play through the whole entire story mode, but you're also going to be greeted with a bunch of extras. And this is where you're going to find a lot of people spending their time after the story is over. So not only do we have a bunch of side quests different to each and every territory, they're very particular. You could be going from doing certain tricks in midair to actually killing certain enemies. And then you have this whole little bounty system that we're going to get into later on. But then you also have collectibles as well. And it's basically going to be a full-fledged underwater open world for us to explore. Fact number 4. Combat. Now, biting and tail whipping people is just the tip of the iceberg. You're also going to be able to do aerial maneuvers in the air as you eat your food. There's also times where you're going to be able to get on top of the beach and eat beach dwellers and suntanners and all types of buffoonery. You're going to be able to destroy boats, yachts, and possibly, I wouldn't hold it against them to put helicopters in the game too, just hovering slightly above water. I haven't seen it yet, don't quote me on that, but it'd be so awesome. I imagine submarines are going to be there as well. It's just going to be a whole, like the enemy variety is really going to keep this game alive because it's going to be so much fun grabbing up some food from the bottom of the ocean and just doing a flip in midair as you devour it in midair. Like pictures in that game are going to be phenomenal. Fact number 5. Enemy variety. Now there's going to be tons of enemy variety in ManEater, but let's just get some of them out of the way. Most fish are harmless. Let's just keep it a buck. Most fish are harmless, but there will be some fish that will want to bite back. There's going to be predatorial fish in the sea. Yeah, big surprise, obviously. But then also we have divers, coast guard, bounty hunters that is tied to the notoriety system. You also have boss battles to clash with, and then you have these awesome apex predators, one for each and every territory that you actually get to fight with and clash with and eat them, and therefore unlock new bonuses for your actual shark, which you can use later on to build them up. And it's just a lot. Fact number 6. Notoriety. Now notoriety is a little bit of two things. It's a rep system and a wanted system mashed up into one. As you progress through the game, you will gain notoriety as you terrorize, complete stunts, complete missions, and basically get your rep up. You will gain notoriety. Now the best part is that as soon as you get to a certain point in your notoriety level, you will gather the attention of special enemy types, in this case bounty hunters. Now there's a total, if I'm not mistaken, of 10 bounty hunters, each one of them being unique and different, and they might be voice acted all by themselves. We'll have to check that out and we'll gain some more information later, but each one of them will be these mini bosses that you get to fight in and possibly unlock new upgrades and new evolutions for your shark. And those boss battles, especially being 10 of them, is going to be fantastic, and I hope each and every one of them bring something new to the table. That way, keeping the gameplay and the gameplay loop fresh. Fact number 7, attributes. Now, attributes is split into 6 different categories, albeit self-explanatory categories that we're going to be able to allocate points to. And let's go ahead and talk about them. It's mass rating, which is basically going to tell you how big your shark is. Health, you already know what that is. Defense, how much damage you can take off of certain attacks. Damage, how much damage you output. And speed. Fact number 8, organ mutations. Now, we haven't seen a whole glob of these. We've actually only gotten to see some of them as far as the gameplay is concerned. We saw the sonar that basically lets you know when important enemies are in your vicinity. I think that was really dope. So we don't, again, this is just going to be one of those integral parts that you're going to work for and just kind of unlock and see how deep this organ mutation goes into. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's going to be really sick depending on how they integrate it. How far are these mutations going to go, and how crazy are we going to be able to make our shark? It's going to be super sick, and I can't wait to find out all the organs that you can possibly use. Fact number 9, body evolutions. Now, when it comes to the evolutions themselves, not a lot of them have been seen. We've seen a couple of them. I saw an electrical one that actually gives you electrical fins, and therefore you can do electrical attacks, obviously. There's also a couple other ones that I've seen, like the exoskeleton one that happens to be really cool. It probably ups your defenses, and it gives your shark an actually really cool aesthetic. So I'm really dying to see what different types of evolutions that you could possibly find. And I do know that it is gonna be tied to progression. So certain bounty hunters need to be destroyed before you go ahead and unlock one. Certain apex predators, certain bosses you're gonna have to go through before you unlock those certain different types of evolution. So I'm happy that it's here, and I'm dying to see what different ones and what crazy things like fire underwater. Imagine that, like a fire shark underwater. That would be completely absurd. And fact number 10, our final fact, no survival mechanics and no permadeath, which comes surprising because I imagine that it would be really cool to actually have a survival like game mode in the game. But I digress. This is going to be an open world RPG through and through, so if you mess up and die, don't worry, you're not going to have to restart your shark all over again. But again, I say, as DLC or as added content, added free content to put in a survival mode, as your health decreases, you got to keep on surviving and see how long you could actually, it'll be helpful for a speed run. But I think the fact that they added it is cool. It's neither here nor there. It's a cool thing that they added the fact that there's no permadeath and no survival mechanics, but I think it would add a little bit of, let's say, nuance to a game mode if they added those things, and see how people would cope with knowing that their health is legit deteriorating every single second. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, comment down below. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. And as always, I am your host, Mike Fury. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Links are down in the description below. I have big news coming up, so do keep in tune, guys. I have a lot of information going to be released in the next couple of days. I've been taking it a little slow due to the fact that I'm going to make a big announcement for the channel. And as always, I am your host, Mike Fury. Until next time, it's been my pleasure. Mike off.